The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Bruins will kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They go to the ground. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down and more. All down, and he has enough to move the chains.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
The Ducks will have it first and 10. They'll give it to him again. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Breaks the tackle. And the Ducks will move the sticks. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Moore will throw. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
To the ground with the back. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got it in the middle. It's Stewart. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
Running the red zone. It's Hughes. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Quarterback making checks. Toss sweep to the right. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions, and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Hold and fire complete. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Give to the back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this 3rd down. To throw, it's Ucla. Fires to the tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's loose. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Bruins are on the move. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Ucla. Caught near the sticks, it's Matthews. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. The give on the inside. Runs through the tackle. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
How about the play about the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run play action. Unloads to the right. And that one's incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He'll try to get it through the air. And pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Moore to the air. It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Wide open spaces. Turning it on. The 20. He's at, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cordell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Oklahoma State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Power football with the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
How can a stadium this size make so can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Unloads to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Really nice play on the pick. Was looking for a little more yardage, but great field position at the 34. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Toss to the outside.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Moore will throw. Finds his tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Fires to the wideout. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Pressure coming. Got it set up on the outside. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Thomas. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Now on the option. The pitch. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Moore to the air. finds his big tight end. There he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit as he throws. Complete to the right. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. The snap sets up to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Moore will throw. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Scored right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cordell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Oklahoma State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about it. This one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He wants to start this drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Robinson.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Grab near the marker, it's Matthews. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the kick.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the 1st half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Buys a little time with his feet. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's caught. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And back to the air on second down. Going over the top. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And the Bruins can really attack on this second and short. They'll go to the ground. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Quickly out to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Quickly to the tight end. Quick step and go. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Defense, what are we doing? You can't miss that guy. How are you going to leave the big fella wide open? You can't act like you didn't see him line up. You know where he is. You knew coming into the game he's a weapon. That had to be a coverage bust.
They'll go with a direct snap. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
From the gun to give, looking for room. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Safe completion on the screen. Bust through behind his pad. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Give to the running back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Give to the fullback. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
They'll power it inside with the fullback. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Running back searching for a hole. Finds a crevice and picks up 5 out to the 8.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, it's an unfortunate drop by the tight end there, and he's a guy they just have not been able to get him involved in this football game. We're here in the 2nd half, and this guy still doesn't have a catch.
The Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. UCLA will go back to work on offense. These last Jesse, has been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Touchdown, UCLA! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin would just steamroll teams. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Hughes. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun. Give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
And the Ducks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Moore to the air. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
The Ducks will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Kemp.
Well, I think the quarterback was trying to push that ball deep down the field. Nobody was open, though, so he finds his fullback for a short gain.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
And that's good enough for That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Oregon
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. And the Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Run in the red zone, it's Berger. Fighting off the defender. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
The Bruins are threatening on 1st and goal. Snaps it in the shotgun. Wide out trying to get it in. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Quarterback making adjustments. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Wide open on the right. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this 4th quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this 4th quarter.
Moore will throw. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Oregon.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Matthews. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He wants to take the top off. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
They'll go back to the air on second down. This time he's got it.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. And the Bruins will keep this drive going. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
They're going to ride this running back. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marshall. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football.
Trying to burn this defensive back. He makes a grab, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UCLA! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Iowa has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 18 over Maryland. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And they drop him for a loss, but there are penalty markers on the field. Let's check out the call. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. On the move, it's Hughes. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Moore to the air. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Under fire. He'll take a shot. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
To the ground. He's got it again. Noses his way forward. Maybe gets 1. They'll mark it at the 18. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback may change this route. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The toss to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Moore will throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the 3rd down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Hard running there. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Ducks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.